So if you clicked on this video, you kind of already know what happened here, but I was doing my normal Saturday afternoon shopping where I get my groceries for the week as well as for my dog, everything else. And look outside, it's just like I can't see 10 feet in front of me with this damn snow. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Then I realized I'm at a place called ShopRite in Real Show Park, New Jersey. They have some of the best hot foods you can get. So I got a bunch of stuff from here. I got the hot food section, the Chinese food section, and some sushi. I don't know what happened in the last like 5 years or so, but I went last year and tried it and their food just stepped up in the last year. I don't know what the hell happened. They did a renovation and now the food's really good. So let me show you what I got to start off with. This is only one thing because I couldn't fit it in the first container. So we got a rib. This is a barbecue pork rib, I believe. I believe that, yes, that is pork for all my non-pork people. That's all they had, man. I'm sorry. For my main course, I got some roasted chicken with some mac and cheese, some mashed potatoes, no gravy, and some roasted vegetables, which just looks like Brussels sprouts. I don't know, it looked good in that little container. Then I went to the Chinese food section, which is right next door to it, and I got some orange chicken, some black pepper chicken, another rib, some lo mein, some fried rice, and a vegetable spring roll. They charge you by weight here. I think this was about like $11 for this. And these two came out to about $15. And then I got an order of sushi, which the price is right on here. It's $14.99. I got the salmon sushi combo. So that comes with, if you're going to be able to get off here without splashing all over the place. There we go. So these are just some regular salmon sushi with some salmon avocado rolls. I don't know. I saw the sushi. They got a dude slicing it fresh right there, man, with sushi. So I was like, okay. I never had it sushi from this shop, right? So let me try it out. So drop a thumbs up and you guys already know the vibes. And let's get into this video. Let's start off with our middle one. So I'm gonna get let's do the roasted chicken to start off with, then we'll pop into the sides. It's like this big ass thing of roasted chicken, a tray of it. So I try to grab the best looking pieces. That's good. That's why I grabbed two pieces. I got two thighs, but what this tastes like is like rotisserie chicken flavor. So that roasted chicken, you know, seasoning. The chicken inside is nice and juicy. I'm with this. I'm telling you, my grocery store is like fire. And the mac and cheese. I remember having this last time and it was decent. So mac and cheese. It's not necessarily my type of mac and cheese 100%, but you can definitely work with type of mac and cheese. Get some little pepper on this, it'll probably hit even harder. It's pretty good. It's better than a lot of mac and cheese that I've had from like, especially any franchise. I'll say that. And you got a roasted Brussels sprout. I'm a Brussels sprouts person. I remember the last time I had Brussels sprouts from anywhere, it was Outback and they were terrible. These are good. There's what seems like maybe pan drippings from the chicken. Maybe they cook it in the same one. And then just salt and pepper, but really nice, deep, like chicken stock kind of flavor in this too. I should have got more of those. I like Brussels sprouts, man. I don't care what nobody says. Mashed potatoes. I didn't get any gravy. They didn't have any. Unless we were going to get the turkey. And I didn't want to get the turkey. Wow. Real potatoes. They're very traditional. So I'm getting butter, the heavy cream, salt, pepper. But they're even good without the gravy. I think a lot of people were thinking just like me, because when I was going to get my food, bro, there was a line of people. I said, man, I'm going to get it. I'm leaving with something. That's kind of where it came to be. But I would be, if someone served me this at their house, I'd be like, this is pretty good. That's how good it is. It's not the best I've ever had, but like if I'm at your house and they're like, okay, I made some roast chicken and stuff, and you just put this on a plate, you can get away with me thinking that you made this. Bone. And that to me is a really good compliment. For grocery store food, got the rib. I think I had one of these a while ago too. I bit the part with the like least bone or the most bone. It's a little tough today, bro. The barbecue sauce is decent, but the rib, I've been chewing this for a while. Yeah, you're a little tough today. Sometimes with this stuff, because it sits out, I thought I'd grab me a good piece, but I didn't. I ain't gassing that up. Nope. That is... I'm hungry and I'll eat it, though. Like, it's a little tough, though. That bite. That bite ain't doing it for me. Let's get the Chinese food, though. And I guess I'll just start off with the rib because it's sitting on top of the rice. That's a rib. This is decent. You'd be surprised, again, because this is a grocery store, but I did a whole series on Chinese food. This is as good as most of the ribs I've had from there. I can get down with that. Messy, but I always got to be careful now. I got a beard. The beard be catching food worse than the mustache did. Food be everywhere. Sometimes you got to keep it moving, though. Spring roll. Tastes very much like Panda Express. Like, they might get the same one from Panda Express. Hot mustard. Save me. Ain't no saving that. Black pepper chicken. I'm not used to getting this from Chinese food places because this is like rotisserie chicken, but off of the bone. So, it's thigh meat. A little oily, a little salty, but get another piece. It's funny because it says black pepper chicken. I don't really taste a lot of black pepper. It tastes more salt than anything. It's like they use too much of the like soy sauce blend that they're using. Also got some orange chicken though. This had orange peels in it, which is a good sign. Decent. Decent. Again, I just wanted to try the Chinese just to see. I only had it one other time. Some lo mein noodles. That is about as basic of a lo mein you can get. But it's respectable lo mein. If I was at like a Panda Express. I'm at a grocery store. So my expectations were about that. A little bit of hot sauce on his rice. A little bit of hot mustard on his rice. Ever so slight amount of soy sauce on his rice. Got the pork fried rice. And it's funny because the sign said chicken fried rice and it was pork, which is not a good thing because some people don't eat pork. But you can see the pork in this. It said chicken. This ain't no damn chicken though. For a meal that I got, that I was basically snowed into getting, it does what it needs to do. The sushi got some salmon and some more salmon. A little bit of soy. I usually do a dunk, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't got time for that today. I don't feel like getting it. I don't got one of them little things that I dunk my soy sauce in. The other thing that I like to do is get a little bit of wasabi. And I eat the ginger. I know some people, oh, eat the ginger. Yep. Shh. Let people enjoy. That was my ASMR for today. I'm not about to bore y'all by sitting here and assembling wasabi on each one, so I'm just going to do it individually and go in. Also, don't make fun of the way I hold chopsticks. I got a messed up pinky from football, so I can't use it, so it's awkward. But there it is. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised how good the sushi is compared to a lot of places that I've gotten sushi from. When you're dealing with stores like this, they got a lot of liability. They can't be giving you old fish. Like, if you go when I do, they mark down the food because they can't keep it. So, if you go to like this ShopRite is open 24 hours, if you go in the middle of the night, it's like half price. But there's a person there around the clock that makes this fresh. It's really fresh for a grocery store. I know a lot of people do eat grocery store food like this, so it ain't just me. But let me get one of these with the avocado in it. I usually don't eat sushi with avocado in it, but I don't mind it. Get a little wasabi, right? Oh. There we go. It's the best thing I got. Like, I've walked past this section so many times going, I should just get some sushi today. And I never do. Consider me corrected. I feel like I'm at one of them little sushi places now. A little bit of the lo mein. A little bit of the sushi. Like this. I know a lot of y'all don't eat sushi, so I won't sit here and just wax poetic about it, but it's damn good. Couple of different topics that I'd like to touch on today. Number one, people have been asking about the Drake album. I guess he did an album with Party Next Door. For people who don't know, I'm a huge Drake fan. Like, and I know these days that's like not trendy, so people have been asking my opinion on it. I haven't had a chance to listen to it. I have seen nothing but people dogpiling on this album. So I'm going to listen to it tonight and give an honest review in one of these next coming days, coming from a Drake fan. So if I don't like it, that means nobody will. But again, I'm going to give an honest review. Number two, a lot of people have been commenting about my Apple Watch because, you know, they ask about my watch collections and stuff, and they say, oh, you finally got an Apple Watch. Yes, I did, and it's mainly because I'm an avid Apple user. I have the ecosystem. What that means for people who don't know is iPhone, iPad, MacBook, Mac Studio, AirPods Max. I have all of the above. And it's so much easier for me now to just unlock my stuff with using by just, if I go to my MacBook, it unlocks it without me having to pick up my finger or use the fingerprint or anything like that. And I just really wanted something that could integrate. I also wanted something that was more of a daily driver than like these like more expensive watches that I have that, you know, I just feel like I'm wearing hoodies and sweats half the time and I'm walking around in this kind of watch. And I wanted something that I could wear every day that I didn't feel like I was going to scratch up or whatever. So I did get it. I got the titanium band with the 49 millimeter watch, and so far I like it. I've had Apple Watches in the past, and this one seems to have a little bit better of battery life. But again, I've only had it for like 3 days, so I don't know yet. But I'll give more of a review when I can like see how I use it for like a week or two. But yeah, I did get an Apple Watch. People were commenting that. I was getting DMs about it. I'm a watch guy, but this is just like the daily driver. I feel a lot better with just an Apple Watch. This one retails this one I got at like $900. So it is expensive, but I wanted I like big faces. So yes, I have an Apple Watch. I don't know how much you guys keep up with like true crime, or I know people reading about serial killers and stuff like that it's kind of trendy now. So I'm sure a lot of you do. But if you've been paying attention to that universe, they finally got Jack the Ripper. Over 100 years later, supposedly there was a DNA match, a familial match that they used, and they figured out who it was. Now, I'm hesitant to release the name. You can look it up, only because it's still not 100% finalized. It's more than likely this person. So what happened was, back in 2007, a man purchased a shawl. If you don't know what Jack the Ripper was, back in like the late Victorian era London, he was a serial killer who targeted young women, and no one ever knew who he was. They were obviously suspects, and it could possibly be somebody that is of this descent, of this height, weight, but no one ever caught who it was. Similar to like the Zodiac killer, which is another whole thing. But in 2007, somebody purchased a shawl, and so apparently it belonged to one of his victims, and that person eventually took it to get tested, the DNA on it, and they from there were able to cross-reference with a family member's DNA that it was this person. That's crazy. I've kind of been trying to catch up on all of it, so I'm just giving you what I have right now, but I'll check back with it. But people are interested in that stuff. Yeah, it's there. Insane. If they ever get the Zodiac or anything like that, and now again, I know there's people with the Zodiac killers. I'm talking like definitively. So I don't think it will ever be like having people that did stuff like that back then, because we're too wired, and now it's gonna be much harder to get away with things like they did in times where there weren't cameras everywhere, and live streams, and DNA, and forensics, and so that's just crazy. I don't know. I just caught wind of that last night, and I just want to talk about it a little bit. But I need to read up on it before I start like deep diving into it, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I know that much from what just came out. I only briefly read over it, so I want to talk about it real quick. For people who are interested, happy hunting. That's it. We'll be back tomorrow with more content. Meta Hands-Ons. They made it to YouTube.